Alright, so today's video is going to be what to do mid-game. Wow, you guys really wanted this one. People really wanted this one after the laning phase kind of guide, I guess. And well, here we are. So we're going to be looking at the things to think about after you take tower / your tower is taken, and how can we consistently come up with winning options. All right. So you have a few key steps here. As we play this, we're gonna start this right after we take the bot tower, right? So as we play this, we're gonna be talking about map awareness ideas, sieging tower ideas, among other things like other options like warding, right? These are all kind of they all kind of go hand in hand when you talk about decision making in the mid game. What should you do? Of course, buy a pink, right? Because vision is very important. But so when the first thing that comes to the first kind of rule of thumb is when in doubt, run mid, and that's exactly what we're doing here, right? Going mid will tell you, you don't know where to go. Like you need to go top, you need to go bot, you need to go mid. You run mid so that you can go to any lane you need to. So like for example, if I had started running top and I realized I need to go bot, we would take too long. But since we went mid first, we were like, oh, okay, we need to go bot, right? One reason is we need to catch this wave. Another reason you could say is that since we're in control of the game, we can take the dragon before we rotate top or mid, so we can pressure Rift Herald, right? A lot of good reasons here. When you see something like this, right? Remember that our map awareness strategy, our map awareness habit is always going to be, where's their jungler, where's my jungler, and then to an extent, where's their solo laners, where are my solo laners, right? So in here, my jungler is top side, their jungler, gonna be bot side, right? Unless you have reason to believe that they're not bot, like you have wards, or they have no camps, or you saw them somewhere else. You just assume bot, right? So when you see us play this out, we're playing like their jungle's on the way. So we're just trying to get the hell out of here, right? And a lot about mid game is making sure that no kind of disasters happen. Right? We're not gonna chase these guys, right? We're gonna make sure that we push out our lanes. Oh my god, he almost got sniped. Yo, that Morgana actually almost died. That was kind of crazy. But yeah, we're gonna make sure that our default strategy to the mid game, in order to unlock all these options of push of sieging tower or warding or objective control or whatever, is we gotta push first. Push past the river. That way, the enemy bot lane is gonna have to deal with the minion wave, right? We'll be able to see what they're up to. It is important to note that after 15 minutes, pushing past the river is not going to guarantee a slow push back towards you. There is just, based on what I've seen in game and what I've tested, some people say that minion wave management is the same as before in last season, but honestly, I don't really see that's the case. A lot of times I'm losing minions, even though I push it past the river, because it doesn't come back to me. So in this case, we're like, okay, let's go top. They took the Rift Herald. We're going to try and siege the top tower / try and make something happen up here. And I guess Corky wants mid, so we're going to let him have mid. No problem, right? No problems. So remember, the first thing that comes to decision making, the first consideration is always man advantage. Where's my team? Where's their team? So you see how in this freeze frame, as I'm going to lane, you actually, if you watch the stream of this game was streamed, right? If you watch the stream, I was literally saying, oh, okay, everyone's on the map except for Nidalee. Therefore, Nidalee must be top, right? Schrodinger's gank he is both here and not here until seen otherwise, all right? So the jungler's top, my whole team is bot side because they're getting blue, right? So when we are pushing this out, if we decide to push this out, we need to know that it's a 1v2, okay? And some factors that'll help you determine what you can do in a 1v2, depend on your items or your summoners. Really, flash is the big one. So we have flash, we feel a little bit safer in pushing. But you note that we're not going to go crazy, right? You see, like, I'm warding spots and making sure I'm super safe. Like, I'm trying to bait out a spear right here. I'm like, oh, this is warded? Okay, well, there's Nidalee coming. Like, I can't get that ward, right? So you'll see me playing super safe. Like, even if she comes from behind, I'm so far away from Jace that he can't follow up. Okay, he stepped on that. That was not smart. But he was trying to debate me into the Nidalee. But you see, I'm not taking the bait, right? I'm gonna play in such a way that if she shows up, I can still win. So they try and do it anyways, and I'm just putting a bunch of traps. You see how, like, I'm not surprised at all, right? If we rewatch this, there's zero surprise in my movements. Right? You see this? Literally zero surprise. I called this before it even happened. So our plan is just trap ourselves while they try and jump on us, and then EQ when it's free, and then we just execute, right? We gotta flash something, then we can flash something. I don't think there's really anything to flash here, so we're good to go. I was actually trying to go for a Q flash there, but I couldn't find it, so that's fine. We default to pushing, right? And then since people are dead, you know, I always infamously say, you know, don't hit towers unless it's super free. In this case, it's super free, right? We saw no one could be here. They were all bot side. Even if they base and recon come top, it's going to take a while, right? So we should be okay. Let's fast forward a little bit and see what's going on here. We take the tower, base, right? No problem. We're going to come straight top and keep pushing, right? We could go mid sometimes, especially when it's like assassin versus assassin mid. You can go mid and push them in. Against Syndra, it's probably not the best course of action since it's unlikely you're going to get something pushing against her, right? She's going to insta clear the wave and actually catch you if you're not careful. So we're going to go back top. You know, you don't know what to do in the mid game, make as much money as you can, okay? So right now we have 135 CS at 15 minutes. It's okay. Not bad, but you know, we still need a lot more money to carry this game. So we're going to come back top and just push. Right, kill everything, and you'll note that our map awareness doesn't stop. You see how I'm like looking at the map, and I see, okay, Alistar's not here. It's gonna be Jace and Nidalee, and you know, we should be okay. We have Flash. Nidalee is showing up, right? I highly doubt that Jace is gonna show up. We can just flash away from him and Riven pushes bot for free, so we're fine, right? Is kind of the key to the mid game is knowing what's going on the map. You see J spot? Okay, it's only me versus Jinx, which is why I'm not afraid of just, you know, Alistar here, is because he physically cannot come down. He physically cannot be here, right? Let me pull up the pen. He was just here, and he could not walk this way because it was warded. Wow, that was not a good color. One sec. Yeah, he could not run up the river because it was warded. He would have to go like this, okay? So we know he's not here. That's how we can, you know, push really quick. That's how we know we can just push really quick, right? And you'll ask, hey, what do you do if you push and you don't know if you can hit the tower? You do something else. So in this case, we're actually defending the Rift Herald, but I would have chosen to rotate in the river regardless, right? You know, sieging tower is kind of the exception, not the rule, in the sense that it's not a good option a lot of the times. It's like you have nothing better to do, don't hit the tower. That's like not how it works. You want to make sure you can't get engaged on, and then you can hit the tower. So when you see me walk up here, this is actually really tricky where you can pretend to hit the tower and they're going to stop you. All right. So I'm just curious to see what they're going to do to stop us. Maybe we can debate. You know, we have flash. Maybe they're going to hard force and we're out. But you'll notice that when I walk up, we're not even trying to hit the tower. We're just joking. All right. Look at this. All right. You're just absolutely like, look, she's trying to stun us. I'm like, yo, that's okay. Right. And before you do this, make sure you know how they're going to engage. So there are two main ways. The two main ways you're going to get caught is Syndra stun and Alistar combo. And I'm like, oh, okay, Morgana shield's good against Alistar combo, but not against Syndra stun. So stay away from Syndra stun no matter what, because Syndra's gonna break your shield, the Morgana shield, right? So you see how close that was? It was because we didn't even try and hit the tower. It was just joking, right? So when in doubt, just pretend. And then if they let you, go for it. But if they don't let you, then you know don't throw trying to do it. Jace TPs, that's cute. And then because we poke them out, you know, just trying to see what their response was, we can actually take it because they can't stop us anymore. Right? They don't have enough HP for this. So Syndra probably based. She's like, I'm out, and we are gonna go ward. Right? Gonna go clear wards. Gonna go push. You know, you don't know what to do. Same thing. We always do is go make money. Right? We go bot. Quickie stays mid, Riven goes top, we go bot, no problem. And then push this out. Oh, and then we can change our minds the instant something happens, right? This is a 5v5 because everyone on the team is nearby, and it started out good. So we know that the decision to come here is makes a lot of sense. Let's say the fight was losing at the start. Would I go? The answer is yes. We're gonna try and make sure that the fight doesn't get worse, right? We can, even if it starts out losing, it's a 5v5, we can kite it out, save our team. So usually speaking, when a fight breaks out, you should go, but you shouldn't commit in a like hard doomed fight. I think we talked about that where 3v5s are a no-go and 4v5s that started really bad are a no-go. So yeah, definitely a good idea to come because there's no way they win this, right? I mean, you definitely play safe. I'm not going to walk into Jace. We're just getting a lot here. You can just get a bunch of HP and that's still a lot, right? They lose total control over Dragon, and we can do whatever we want. So fast forward, we pushed in mid. We are not hitting this tower, as you can see. We don't really have a way to stop this Syndra stun. So you'll see me not hit the tower when in doubt, right? We're actually just gonna push the wave and run the dragon. So you don't know what to do in the mid game. You just farm, you push your waves, and you have objective control slash just general control of the river. So I mean, it's literally the same thing over and over again, right? I'm like, oh, check. We see Alistar, Jinx, and Jace. It's gonna be Nidalee and Syndra mid. So are we okay? I think we're okay. We're okay to push. So go push. We can go top here. We can base. We can get Scuttle Crab. Those are all our options right now. Anything that doesn't involve running it down mid and hitting the tower. Okay, guys, that's probably where most people are going wrong, is just running it straight down and suiciding and throwing mid game. So don't do that. All right, we're just gonna take Scuttle Crab. We're gonna be farming top, right? And remember, every time you see me do something, I check the map first and make sure that there's no way we can die to some kind of engage or gank. So we base. Actually, a good thing to note is your base timing in the mid game is right after you kill the minions. Immediately. If you base anytime other than this window of opportunity, they have a chance to push into your tower. Okay, so be very wary of that. And if they're pushing into you, your time to base is right after you clear it. So base, go top, back to the same old strategy. We're happy, we're in ADC, we're farming. We're gonna see if we can push a little more here, honestly, just because it doesn't seem like anyone's coming here, right? So we saw Jinx and we saw let me see, we saw Nidalee and we saw Alistar, and I'm like, okay, no one can stop us, right? Remember, when I'm pushing these minions, right, I'm actually looking at the mini map. We're not actually looking at these minions. You want to make sure you don't lose minions. Kill the backline first, and then focus on the melee while you're looking at the map, right? And that'll tell you everything you need to know in order to make a decision. So I'm like, yo, come here. We're gonna push into their tower, make them respond to this, and if they respond, we're just gonna take all their camps. So, or just take control of their jungle in general. So you'll see me here, you know, we're literally doing anything besides hitting the tower. Okay, we're just in front of their tower. We can pretend to look like we're hitting their tower. We don't actually hit the tower. You'll think, you know, people might say this looks risky, but I have a Morgana. I would not do that if I didn't have a Morgana or a Tom Kent or something. I know Alistar can't combo me, so we're good to go. And here, this is interesting because, you know, I say don't hit the tower, something is going to go wrong. And in this case, I think that nothing can go wrong, right? They have Jace, Jinx, Nidalee, and Alistar. The only one who can do anything is Alistar. So you see where we're putting our traps, right? We're playing around this Alistar engage. So if he can't find it, it's doomed, right? And he's definitely not going to find it on me. So I'm out even if something bad happens. So we take the tower. They can't find an opening. Poke comps are doomed when they get pushed in. Like Jace and Nidalee, they want to be the ones pushing in. So you know, one small tip I guess you can take away, if anything, from this video is against teams with no wave clear or engage, you just shove and then see what they do. See if they can defend or not. If they can't, then you just win for free, I guess. So I mean, we're doing the exact same thing here, right? It's like, oh, Syndra's not here. It's just Alistar that can engage on us. Jinx is not here. Same thing. Rinse and repeat. No problem. We even have an ocean, so they can't even poke us. And then we're just pushing, right? No problem. Pushing this out. We're staying very far away from Alistar. So far, you've seen options of, you know, Dragon. You've seen an option where we went to a team fight. You've seen us, nothing happened, so we just pushed, right? Sometimes we based, and now we're going to Baron. Right, we have so much. We pushed in for so many waves that we just warded up their whole jungle. You see all these wards? We just dump wards everywhere. And then if they don't check, we do it. If they do check, they're face checking Morgana, Sejuani. So they got proms basically. Their team comp was punished for free based on this basic macro strat. Okay, don't know what to do? Just spam this idea where maximize your income and push and apply pressure at the same time. Just don't throw it away by hitting the tower and dying for it. Okay. So you'll notice that we have 9 CS a minute. It's not bad. Probably could be 10 CS a minute if I didn't miss some, but you know, sometimes it happens. My CSing is not that great, honestly, but it should be okay. We just base immediately. I think you guys can really take it from here. So we're gonna skim this. We're really gonna skim through this, but you know, you just group up in siege. In solo queue, you're gonna have someone split sometimes. the opposite lane of you. Like you can 4-1, you can have 4 people go top and your top laner go bot, so you can apply more pressure if they have a lot of wave clear like a Nivea. You're not going to be able to siege a tower even with Baron, but usually speaking, you can just ARAM it down one lane and you're good to go, right? We just push and then we just we just pick a lane and then you just run it down, let the minions do all the work, right? Here, when in doubt, remember, don't hit the tower. Let the game kind of play itself, right? Where you just like sit here and you just watch and you do the obvious thing, right? So if it's obvious we hit the tower, we hit the tower. Is it obvious we follow up on our team? We follow up on our team. But usually we just, your minions are going to be the one doing the work. So you don't have to worry about hitting the tower. If a fight breaks out, if we do dive though, usually you are the one hitting the tower while your team is busy holding off the other team. Unless you see some kind of crazy play where you can join in. Usually speaking, you don't want to tower dive in solo queue. So definitely can be different in 5v5 competitive, but I wouldn't really know too much about that since dives aren't that frequent, I feel like, for 5v5 tower dives. But yeah, usually in solo queue you just hit the tower, right? If a dive happens. But yeah, that's basically it. They just rolled over and died. They couldn't stop us from just shoving them in all day. And because we shoved them in all day, Alistar made a mistake. We caught him. We did dragon. And then we made sure we didn't, get caught in the mid game. And then we did the same thing, took the outer towers and did Baron. All right. So if there's anything to learn from this, this video, it's that, lane priority, which is having control over the lane. You're the ones who get to push first, is really important in solo queue because it'll naturally lead to getting finding opportunities and your opponent shooting themselves in the foot. Right? They have no vision, and you guys have the vision. So you'll know where they are. They have no idea where you are. Therefore, stuff like Alistar walking into the river and we just catch him will happen. So I promise you, you just practice this and you'll be good to go, especially against opponents that have no idea what this is. So opponents that have no idea what this strategy is, I was actually one of them, and I was challenger. So there are a lot of people out there who have different views on the game. But I think that this is a really consistent way to think about the game and gain an advantage in the mid game, especially if you're kind of clueless as what to do. Just make sure that you're looking at the map before you make these decisions. So yeah, thank you for the prime, Squashua. Thank you for the prime. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know how this goes for you in your games, and if you find yourself getting pushed in, make sure that you clear your waves before you respond to what they do. So let's say I was playing the Jinx, I would clear the wave and then make sure I don't get caught by face checking or anything like that, right? So yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time. Special thanks goes to Crazn, Qwelz, Ultra Divinus, and Kjeldsen. I hope Kjeldsen's not here. I keep pronouncing his name wrong. Yeah, and everyone else who's in Twitch chat right now watching, I'll cut that out. Nah, we don't have to thank you guys. And all you viewers out there who watch my videos. Yeah, that's about it. If you guys want to support the channel, spread the word, /check out the Patreon /Camelot. We'll be doing more videos more frequently, hopefully, now that the game is a lot more fun. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.